In 1968, psychologist Stephen Karpman described a simple yet profound model of human relationships, the drama triangle. It includes three roles: the victim, the persecutor, and the rescuer. At first glance, it may seem like just a theory, but if you look closer, it's a story lived out every day by thousands of people. This is a story about Mary. As a child, she was the easy one, quiet, attentive, well-behaved. She learned early how to read the emotional climate around her. When her mom was tired, stay quiet. When her dad was upset, don't get in the way. When there was tension at home, help, smooth things over, make it easier for everyone. No one explicitly told her, you must become a rescuer, but she figured it out on her own. When she helped, she was noticed. When she was strong, she was praised. When she stayed silent about her own needs, she was accepted. And somewhere deep inside, a rule was formed. I am loved when I am useful. Years passed. Mary grew up, but the rule stayed. She became the person everyone turns to, the friend who answers late-night calls, the coworker who picks up extra work, the daughter who is always there. It was as if she lived in a constant state of readiness to be needed. From the outside, it looked beautiful. She's so kind. She's so strong. You could always count on her. But no one saw the other side. How she lay awake at night replaying other people's problems. How she felt a deep exhaustion that rest didn't fix. How sometimes she felt irritated with the very people she helped, but felt ashamed of it. How she couldn't remember the last time she asked herself, what do I actually want? And then one day, Karpman's triangle unfolded in full force. A man came into her life, someone who was struggling. He often complained, felt stuck, couldn't make decisions. Mary instantly felt something familiar. He needs help. She jumped in completely. She listened, supported, solved, advised. She poured her energy into him like a project, like a mission. And with that came a growing feeling, I matter, I'm needed. But time passed, and nothing changed. The same problems, the same complaints, the same cycles. And one day he said, you're trying too hard. I never asked you to save me. Those words hit harder than any insult. Mary felt something inside her crack. Everything she had given suddenly felt unnecessary, all her care unwanted. And in that moment, she quietly shifted into another role, the victim. I do everything for him, and no one appreciates me. Why do I even try? The triangle had closed. And then something important happened. For the first time in a long while, Mary didn't rush to fix things. She stopped. It was an unfamiliar, almost frightening pause. No one to save, no role to play, no clear why. And in that silence, questions began to surface, questions she had avoided for years. Why am I so afraid to be alone? Why do I only feel valuable when someone needs me? What do I feel when I'm not saving anyone? The answers weren't easy. There was loneliness. There was old childhood anxiety. There was a deep emptiness she had been filling with other people her whole life. And Mary realized she hadn't just been helping others, she had been running from herself. That realization was painful, but also freeing. She began to learn something new. To say no, even when it felt uncomfortable. To pause, even when the urge to rescue was strong. To listen to herself, even when there was only silence inside. At first, it was hard. She felt guilty. It seemed like she had become colder, more selfish. But slowly, something else appeared. Peace. She started helping differently. Not from exhaustion, not from obligation, but from choice. And most importantly, she stayed connected to herself. And here is the core lesson of this story. The drama triangle doesn't fall apart when you become a better rescuer. It falls apart when you no longer need to be one. When you allow yourself to be not a function, not everyone's support system, but a human being. A person who sometimes gets tired, who has needs, who deserves to matter just because they exist. Because real help doesn't begin when you abandon yourself. It begins when you finally stop leaving yourself behind.